The curses described in Leviticus 26-14-39 outline a series of escalating punishments that God threatens to inflict on the Israelites if they fail to obey his commandments. From a modern perspective, this section may appear absurd for several reasons. 1. Escalation of punishments. The curses escalate from mild afflictions, disease, famine to catastrophic consequences, cannibalism, destruction, and exile. The idea that disobedience would result in such extreme punishment seems disproportionate and unnecessarily severe. The concept of collective punishment where an entire community suffers for the sins of individuals is harsh and incompatible with modern ideas of justice. 2. Attribution of natural disasters to disobedience. Famine, disease, and invasions are described as direct punishments from God for disobedience. Today, these events are understood as the result of natural or human causes, not divine retribution. This worldview reflects a pre-scientific understanding of the world, where every misfortune was attributed to divine anger. 3. Cannibalism as a punishment. One of the most shocking curses, Leviticus 26-29, states that disobedient people will eat their own children. This grotesque punishment seems unimaginable as a response to moral or ritual failings. Such a punishment undermines the idea of a loving and merciful deity and emphasizes fear over compassion. 4. Fear-based compliance. The chapter relies heavily on fear to compel obedience. The idea of a God who resorts to such threats raises questions about the nature of divine justice and whether love and faith can truly exist under such fear. This approach conflicts with modern theological concepts of grace, forgiveness, and free will. 5. Lack of proportionality. Minor disobediences, such as failure to observe dietary laws or ritual practices, are met with threats of extreme punishment. The severity of the responses seems disproportionate to the offenses. It portrays God as a deity more concerned with strict adherence to rules than with justice, mercy, or understanding. 6. Historical ineffectiveness. Historically, the Israelites faced many of the threats described: exile, conquest, suffering, yet strict adherence to the commandments was never fully achieved. This raises questions about the practicality and purpose of such a rigid system. The repetitive nature of disobedience and punishment suggests that fear-based threats were not effective in ensuring long-term faithfulness.